Everything Dare tried to teach us, rap undid.
All right. Back with some more Tom MacDonald featuring Dax. It's only the second listen of any kind of Dax material for us. Blame the rappers. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm a rapper, but I'm losing my respect for the genre. How many songs about Xanax and alcohol are we dropping? How many kids we gonna kill for we admit it's a problem? Probably stop if it was one of our sons or one of our daughters. We know our demographic is primarily youth. We glorify breaking the law to children in school. Kids copy what we see and imitate what we do. They'll go to jail for doing the things you told them was cool. We put women in our videos exploiting their bodies, while little girls around the world grab their phone and they watch it. They need a realistic role model, not just a Barbie. They see strippers and escorts, but no lawyers or doctors. Hey, hip-hop!
I mean, spitting facts. Once again, it's like I know a ton of people have been influenced by the music industry, myself included. It's not to a crazy degree. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to look like a rapper and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, okay, basic example, like you're in a club. And this is, I don't think this is rap. Is it rap? I don't know. But that song, shot, 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 shots. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody. Like whenever that song came on, we would literally go buy more shots. I mean, that's just a small example, but it's like, I'm sure I've been influenced in many ways. Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I've never been influenced to try Xanax or anything like that. But I know people who have. Yeah. I definitely do.
Yeah. Or like Fireball. I do not like Fireball. Ugh.
I drink Fireball neat.
I like cinnamon gum, but I mean, Fireball's a little much. I don't like it.
Fireball. But I probably would have never tried it without the song.
Right. Yeah. I drank so much Fireball because of the song.
It's crazy. And then the female aspect of it, too.
Yeah.
Like, women literally try to dress like the video vixens and stuff. Like, it's insane.
It's so weird. Like, modern day, I feel like we all have, like, friends who are posting, like, pictures of their butt on Instagram. But not,
they used to be so wholesome.
They used to be so but it's, like, not even nowadays. It's, like, underwear pics. Like, it's not even just...
It's wild.
It's not even just...
It's wild.
The shape of the butt or something. It's, like, literally, like, Victoria's Secret model level pics. But it's like, they're not a model.
It is wild. It's like, I used to like have friends that be like, yeah, I would support if my brother wanted to marry you kind of thing. Like, I would definitely be down. And now it's like, I don't really have female friends that I would want to marry one of my brothers. Right. You know, for their sake. It's just like, you know, it's like, did it used to be like that?
Yeah, it's wild.
A realistic role model, not just a Barbie. They see strippers and escorts, but no lawyers or doctors. Hey, hip-hop, what the hell happened? It was power to the people, and we like that stuff. These days, you're promoting that it's fun to be an addict, so I'm asking, how could y'all write that, bruh? You can blame the rappers when you blow up, but your favorite songs are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too drunk. You can blame.
It's the part where we're talking about your favorite rappers are telling you to do drugs, get addicted, and all that stuff. It's so easy to think about songs like that. Like Pop the Molly, I'm sweating. Woo. Yeah. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Might let her do coke. You know, I don't want to say this stuff. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about?
You have to like mute every word.
Love to do drug. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's so true.
It's so easy to just pull a couple songs out.
Everybody knows what scissorp is or whatever.
Sipping on some scissor. Sipping
whatever.
On some sip.
It's like, who in the right mind says, oh, let me go drink some cough syrup? You know what I mean? But because rappers do it, it's like, oh, great. It's a great idea. Yeah, I mean, this is a good point. And it's very sad because some cool music comes out of hip-hop, but nowadays, like...
Right, because like with a lot of drugs, there's kind of a stigma that comes with it, but I feel like rap helps remove the stigma of doing hardcore drugs.
Yeah. Like everything Dare tried to teach us, rap undid. Like hardcore.
Right.
And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too drunk. You can blame the rappers when you show up and love the songs that make you dumb. You can blame the
music is a privilege and a choice. And if you ever get to be successful, you must understand the people that you influence. I swear by what you say, and that the melodies you sing make wings, build dreams, and fill voids. We got medication straight through voice. Some give life, and some destroy. And even though this money seems nice, it can't come, so we must take that as a hint. That there's other things in life we should enjoy. We move mountains. We cross.
I got goosebumps. Like, this is tough. This is tough.
Why do I feel like he's doing like a sermon?
Because he was talking about how powerful music is, on how it, helps people sprout wings and follow their dreams and fills the void in people's life. And like, it really does.
Yeah.
But like, music really is powerful. That's why I got goosebumps. It's like, that's true. You know what I mean? This is almost like preach rapping right here. You know what I mean? But not about religion. You know what I mean? Just like preaching on life.
Yeah, I think
it's powerful.
It's so powerful. I feel like it's rare that an artist knows that their power and influence is like, you know what I mean?
Rather they admit it.
True.
I feel like they know.
But it's like they know, but it's like if they really knew, would they do some of the things and say something? You know what I mean?
Yes, they sell their soul for money. Like they know, but then they know they can make a ton of money by.
So they don't care.
I think that's what it is. Like, how could you not know? Because I mean, they deal with like crazy kind of fans and stuff. Like they have their security. Like they know people like kind of idolize them.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they didn't know, they probably wouldn't leave the house with security. They go just like, oh, I'm just a regular person. Like no, like they know they have massive influence.
It's just wild to think of all the like social media influencers, like all these people in modern day that like how they like lead people. It's like, do they really understand the impact they're having?
I personally think they do, and they don't care. I could be wrong. That's what I think personally, though.
It's hard for me to imagine them not caring.
I mean, it's easy for me to imagine. Like, I mean, look at politicians and stuff. Like, there's plenty of people who know they have a ton of influence and power and do not care, and they do bad things with it, and they do it for money. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not hard for me to imagine. Like, so many examples.
Medication straight through voice. Some give life and some destroy. And even though this money seems nice, it can't come, so we must take that as a hint. That there's other things in life we should enjoy. We move mountains, we cross states, we play roles in presidential debates. So don't you try and tell me making music is for fun and you don't care about the things that our music helped make. Man, I know I'm not perfect, but I'll change. I'm the outcome of this world and my pain. And this music is pills, and I promise this dose that you take won't make you say,
you can blame the rappers when you blow up, but your favorite songs are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too drunk. You can blame the rappers when you show up and love the song that make you dumb. You can blame the I'm a rapper.
Okay, what do you think about how Dax finished his verse? Something about the music is like pills, and you promise that after you take this dose, you won't say. Then it's like you could blame the rappers.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't remember? I thought it was good. I thought it was preaching all the way through, but like he really cares about his fans, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me.
He seemed like he believed what he was saying.
Right.
Because that's the other thing. Like if you guys go watch my brother on, what video did we do with him? Politically Incorrect.
Yes.
He was like, how do you know Tom's not a plant? And it's just like, there is a piece of, I'm sure there's a bunch of people who think them saying this is like them saying we're not like this, and they're really like, you know what I mean? I'm sure there's a reverse conspiracy here.
Yeah.
But I feel like they really believe what they're saying.
That's right. Just mentioning your brother in that politically incorrect video just makes me laugh. Like, your brother's a character, and that was a hard video to do.
Yeah,
it was.
But okay, what do you think about Tom being 6 feet under?
I don't know. I can't wait to hear his next verse.
Like, I'm like trying to figure out
where. I can't wait to hear his next verse.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I was thinking about that though. I was like, why is he in the little spot? I don't know what it's called.
The grave.
Yeah, but is it a grave?
A plot.
Yeah, like a plot.
Yeah.
That make you dumb. You can blame the rapper, but I swear that I'm embarrassed. Half of these artists can't even talk, they just mumble the lyrics. And the teenagers listen while they rebel from their parents. While the rappers tell them pop a pill, buy Gucci and wear it. They say screw the police, break the rules, smoke weed, buy some shoes you don't need, rep the hood in your street. All these rappers holding guns and now the kids want some. Mess around and kill a homie, you can't clean that blood. We encourage being stupid with our music, and we're normalizing poor moral standards while we do it. Little boys see the way that women look.
That right there.
Boom!
Oh my goodness. We encourage being stupid with our music, and we normalize poor moral standards.
Yes.
I mean, spot on. I feel like hip hop has played such a big role. And I mean, hip hop specifically, yeah, I'm sure there's other kind of music that is ratchet too, but I feel like hip hop is number one ratchetry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it definitely takes a cake. I feel like that has played a huge role in just eroding the
culture, yeah.
Yeah, eroding morals from society.
For sure. I got a specific example I can think of.
Ooh, let me hear it.
Okay, you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
So, you know how girls nowadays will wear like super cleavage tops, like super, like you might as well see her whole breast.
You might as well just wear nipple pasties.
You might as well just be naked. Right? But then you have the argument, well, I'm dressing like this for me, not for you. And, you know, you shouldn't, sexualize me and objectify me, blah, 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 right? Well, I feel like with hip hop, girls now think that's an appropriate top. So it's like, are you going to go, into a Shark Tank and just dress yourself in meat blood? You know what I'm saying? It's just like.
I get what you're saying. I can't stand that argument because. If the girl's having a chill day, just staying at home all day, not leaving the house, does she wear that top?
Right, no.
If it's just for you, you would wear it at home.
Right.
When you're just by yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, it's clearly not just for you.
Right.
You want all that attention you're getting.
But they'll say, oh, but it's for my confidence.
Right. I feel like that kind of stuff attracts the guys that may have a screw loose or two.
Yeah. So it's just like a match made in heaven, you know what I mean?
Right.
Holding guns and now the kids want some. Mess around and kill a homie, you can't clean that blood. We encourage being stupid with our music, and we're normalizing poor moral standards while we do it. Little boys see the way that women look on our videos and assume it's real life, project that image on little girls. It's unrealistic. If you're young and you listen, you are one in a million. You are loved, you are different. Hey, hip hop. I know life moves on, but while I'm here, how could you write that, dog? You can blame the rappers that you blow up, but your favorite song are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool.
Have you ever seen, so on Instagram, there's all these pages of, little kids, right? Under the age of 5.
Where's this going?
It's okay. It's not, crazy.
Okay.
But it is crazy when you really think about it. But basically, girls are obsessed with, basically idolizing their idol child, right? So they find these accounts that'll be a little kid that's just the perfect little child, and the mom's dressing them in all kinds of outfits and having them pose and stuff. And then women will follow these accounts, right?
Okay.
It's super normal, modern day. It's just
okay.
It's like baby dolls for grown women or something,
You say
right?
so.
But anyway, so nowadays though, you'll see accounts of little girls that are 4 or 5, and they'll be posing like a grown woman, bending down, arm on the knee, popping the booty out, smiling over the shoulder and stuff. And they'll be wearing hoop earrings and you know what I mean? It's just stuff that
they're starting to
there's
sexualize little kids.
Yes. Or WAP will be playing and the kids will be dancing to it.
Hey, I've seen that on Snapchat.
Nowadays kids shake their butts when they dance, very that's the main dance move.
And the boys do it too. The boys will watch twerking and try to twerk. I've seen that with my own eyes in my family.
So many kids. It's
yes,
all
I've
the
seen
kids.
It.
It's all of them do it.
It's crazy.
It's weird, but I think that comes directly as a trickle down from hip hop.
And what I saw when little boys were twerking and whatnot, the adults were filming and laughing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was positive reinforcement. And so they wanted to twerk more, and adults are thinking it's so funny and laughing and posting on social media. You know what I mean? It's what are you creating?
Right?
I don't know.
It's weird. I didn't grow up like that. Can you imagine us being when we were little, shaking our butts and our parents filming it, laughing at us?
No, my dad would have been go pick out a belt. He made us pick our belts out. Go pick out a belt. You gonna twerk in my house? Oh, hell
I
no.
just got a new belt, too.
Right? Get the skinny belt.
They made it look so.
Wait, the skinny belt? I did not know that was a thing.
Oh, the skinny belt stings a little more. It's like a whip.
It's like
almost,
a whip.
You know what I mean? Like the wider belt, it didn't hurt as bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whoa, to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too drunk. You can blame the rappers when you show up and love the song that make you dumb. You can blame the rappers. Dollar bills and popping pills like party songs. It's not cool in real life. Cheap thrills and going till the morning comes. See what that feels like. You can blame the rappers when you blow up, but your
Wait, what was he hanging?
What?
It looks like Dax's boots were like off the ground.
Wait, no.
I don't know. Like
No, they're standing on that paper. See, they're
He's
on
standing
the
on
money.
it? Oh, okay.
It's just like a overlay.
Okay.
Yeah.
see what that feels like. You can blame the rappers when you blow up, but your favorite songs are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cool to shoot those guns and hate the cops and to get too drunk. You can blame the rappers when you show up and love the song that make you dumb. You can blame the rappers.
Nova shot this one too? What? Dang.
Always no.
Wait, Dax in it too?
Okay, two things.
Okay, I got one thing too. What you got?
Okay, at the end, Dax had a shovel, and then Tom MacDonald was in the little plot in the grave. You know what I mean? The whole video. I feel like they were saying like rappers kill people. That's why Dax had a shovel like digging a grave. There's a rapper digging a grave. I mean, they don't rap about that kind of stuff. But I feel like that was a symbolism.
That is true though. Rappers do kill people. More so than they talk about killing people.
Right. They may talk about it. They've never done it in that way. But they have influenced people to make decisions that end up being fatal.
Yeah. What's the other thing you got?
The other thing is, I do agree you can blame the rappers, but I feel like they're only partially to blame. It's more than just the rappers. I feel like personal accountability, even when you're a kid, like as a teenager and stuff, it's like you don't have the adult brain, so you're just not capable of making like adult decisions. But I mean, as your parents let you grow up and loosen the reins, like you have to make good decisions.
Yeah, you do.
Like you're 16, 17, and 18, like that age, like you have to like take personal responsibility for some of your decisions. And I totally get that rap does influence it. You know what I mean? And they are partially to blame. The media is also partially to blame. And then parents partially to blame as well.
Yeah.
And then
everybody.
Even though you're a kid, you have to have some kind of accountability. Like your parents have to raise you to take responsibility for your actions, you know?
I mean, because at the end of the day, there's a reason why, like, even as a kid, you're not in detention and someone else is. Like, there's always decisions that you're making, even as a kid. But I feel like as a kid, you don't realize those decisions follow you. Because if you only make good decisions, then, like, you don't know what it's like when you make bad decisions.
Right. But I just feel like a kid can never be, like, 100% of the blame. You know what I mean? You can't blame a kid 100%. There's always going to be influences on a kid. They have a child's brain. You know what I mean? It's not like they're 100% responsible. Yeah. But it's like you have to have some percentage. I don't know what it is, 25, 30, 40%. I don't know. There's some percentage where, like, hopefully the parents raise the kid right. Now, if the kid wasn't raised right, it's just like, oh, man, that kid is not in a good position to make good decisions because they weren't raised right. But so it's really parents are a lot to blame. But I think the kids just have a small portion of the blame.
Yep. I got a story.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so, basically, we were playing with BB guns or something in your mom's basement when we were teens.
Yeah, we were really young.
We were really young. Probably I was like 15.
15 and 16.
Yeah. And anyway, it was a bunch of kids, right? And this is like a very, like, small Missouri house, and we're in the basement. And there was maybe like 8 of us or so, maybe more, honestly. The basement, I think probably less than 500 square feet.
No.
Less than 800 square feet. Maybe 800.
No.
In the basement?
No, my mom's house is like maybe 1,200 square feet.
And the basement doesn't take up the whole house, does it?
Yes, but I mean, part of that's the laundry room and stuff like that too. Yeah. But, I mean, it's not like.
So the area.
And then there were 2 bedrooms down there. So yeah, the area we were in.
Maybe like 500 square feet.
I don't know.
Okay, well, anyway, so there's these BB guns, right? And the guys are, like, shooting each other. And then the girls were kind of like, I don't know why we were even in the middle of it. Like, I should have gone upstairs. But anyway.
It's like the plastic kind of pellet guns.
The pellet guns. Anyway, a BB bounced off of the laminate, like the wall. And it bounced back and hit me right here. And it, like, burst the blood vessel right there. So I've always had this, like, a little dot there since I was, like, 15. But that could have easily been my eye. I could have been blind. I definitely would have been blind if that would have hit my eye.
Yeah.
And it was, like, it's literally, like, I don't know if you guys, it's not even going to focus, but it's literally right here. And I feel like that's directly from rap. Because, like, kids with guns and, like, in the house. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool to have that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's different than when you have, like, we had the airsoft rifles and stuff for, like, shooting squirrels and birds and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's different having those little handgun just with the plastic BB. Like, you don't even use that to shoot any birds. And it's really just for each other.
Yeah.
Acting cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
and when you go, like, outside and stuff, it's like, I don't know. I feel like basically when it's part of, like, your culture of your family, then you go to the range and there's just a lot more, like, gun safety and, like, you're hunting. And so you're just, like, I feel like that scenario specifically is hip-hop culture.
Right.
You know, like, we live in the county of St. Louis. It's not like...
It's cool to have a little BB gun, pretend you're a thug, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shooting each other in the house. Like,
in the house, yeah. And, I mean, it's just wild. It's wild to think about, like, the little small influences. Like, I bleached my hair blonde at one point. Like, this is a whole new head of hair. But, like, when I was 21, I bleached it all blonde because there's these girls on Instagram that, like, I just thought they were so cool and basically hip-hop. Like, it's basically hip-hop.
They look like video vixens.
They look like video vixens. And the girl had blonde hair with my curly texture. And I was like, I want my hair like her. It's all hip-hop.
And you're starting to get into social media, too. Social media and the whole... IG thotty culture,
yeah, the
there
big old,
and whatnot.
Like, I used to do kickboxing to try to build my butt and thighs bigger and stuff, and it's like there's literally nothing wrong with, like, doing what you want to do, but I feel like so much of what young people do these days is because of hip hop culture, like, because they want to look cooler. But
yeah, between hip hop and social media, like those two things.
Yep.
And then the news, that whole apparatus machine things, like those three
sickos.
Things, social media, and then just like the mainstream media and hip hop culture, those three things are like destroying the country. Like, my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, it's really weird. It's like, to me, it's like a freight train though.
Right.
Like, I don't think you can stop it at this point.
I mean, I think it'll stop, but it'll be slow. I don't think it's going to be. I think it might get a little worse first, you know? It might take a generation or two, but I do think it'll...
Pivot.
It'll pivot. Because, like, people are not going to get the results they want, and then people are going to start waking up. But, like, for, like, my generation, and maybe even, like, Gen Z, it's going to be a wash, you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of unhappy people not getting the results they want, but I feel like people will start to wake up.
And then people's kids will grow up and be like, my parents. Just like every other generation, you always end up with, your parents did this or that wrong. It seems like that's inevitably what's going to happen. There's, like, a few people who are like, oh, my parents were right, you know, but most, it's like the nature to rebel or something.
My parents were decent. I'm happy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They did a good job.
They didn't do anything, like, horribly wrong. That's all I needed. You know what I mean? Just don't mess me up.
Don't give me extra
Let me get
stuff.
out the house without any, like, serious trauma or scars, and I can handle it from there. And that's what I got, so I'm happy with it. That's all I have on this one.
Okay.
Wait, you got something?
I was just thinking, I don't know how my parents did. I feel like, because the thing is, me and my brother are so different, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like my parents, they were the perfect parents for me because they were not, like, very, like, strict and, like, had the reins, and they basically gave me, like, access to a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So I could try a lot of stuff, I could learn a lot. So I feel like they did good with a kid like me. Kid like that, yet to be determined.
Yeah.
I'm just way more, like, independent and way more, like, thinking about stuff and, like, you know what I mean? Way more, like,
I know what you mean.
Into, like, intellectual stuff and, like, you know what I mean? And he's just more, like...
He likes TV.
He needed, like, a firm, like, this is, like, a firm route to go, you know?
Right.
And I feel like they were just kind of like, ooh, do what you want. And he did. Watch a lot of TV. I don't know. It's really weird to think about, but that's all I got.
Same.
Thanks, guys, for watching this video. Comment below anything that you want to comment, honestly, because we love you guys and we love to hear what you think. And join the Discord. It's free. It's like a group chat for the Couch Gang, and you can share what you think even more. We have like different chats for different aspects of life, and it's so fun, and it's always lit, so it's fun over there. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.